Hello everyone, I'm back from the exams, which is like 3 weeks ago. Me constantly studying to try my best to pass the exams. It was very tiring to say the least, and the reason why my skin's like this because T Launcher decides to remove the skin out later. I literally don't know why, so bear with me for now. And yes, as the title states, I'm releasing a pretty unobtrusive pack. Now, why am I calling the unobtrusive pack? Is because have you realized that most unobtrusive packs just like have like low glint, but like some things are off. Like, have you ever seen an unobtrusive pack that has a totem, like the ones that reduces your totem amount? Well, me neither. So that's why I made it myself. You're welcome. And with that said, let's start talking about the unobtrusive pack. Who created this name? It's hard to say it continuously. Jesus Christ. Well, leaving my horrible grammar aside, let's just look at the inventories. As you can see, at first we got the unobtrusive glint, where you can barely see the glint, but you can still see it shining. This is mainly to avoid like the thing covering your screen, and just so you know, the more particles the more images your glint has, the lower your FPS. As you can see, I'm having like consider a high FPS, and you can see like the colors of the potions. Fire resistance looks like piss. And as you saw just now, for you PvP nerds right there who just really want small utility, I got you covered. As you can see, this all the items are all small. Like they're all small hand, including the bottles and yes, the totem. You have more screen space to look like 90% of your screen now. You're welcome. Also, shout out to Vanilla Tweaks for making my life easier. As you can see, we have unobtrusive smoke that doesn't reduce your FPS. And then we got the effect, which is the green particles. You can see, you can barely see it, but yeah, it's definitely there. You see it. And then the heart particles. I also added low fire just in case, so you don't have to matter really much about like the fire taking away your face. And yeah, when the villagers alert, instead of like showing like the giant black heart like you all know, now it leaves an exclamation mark. And for damage, it just shows like not very visible hearts. But yeah, you can see the enchanted and crit particles. They're much more smaller, and it doesn't reduce your FPS as much as like the crit particles you're pretty much used to. Yeah, you get more frames from that. And of course, with that said, all of you PvPers definitely will want a lower shield. Yeah, this shield is quite low. This should satisfy you enough, I hope. Now, for those people who don't have Optifine somehow, or just don't have Optifine installed, but Sodium instead, and you want to get rid of the particles, but you don't want to install more mods, well, I got you covered. With this texture pack, you can no longer see the explosion particles. Yes, I'm using Optifine, but I actually have it off. Like, the explosion particles, I have it off. Trust me. Now, I did mention that there's an unobtrusive totem pop. Well, it's not really unobtrusive, but except it doesn't lag your game as much. See, now there's like smaller and lesser particles, which it doesn't cover up most of your screen, doesn't cover up most of your vision, and it doesn't lower your FPS as much as the others. Cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is a better particle pack. It's just a better particle pack. You won't expect much from it, right? Anyways, to show how effective it is in frames, like me recording 20 FPS per second, I'm just show you a quick PvP montage. But as usual, before we start any PvP montage, let me just get some of that music Zaza kicking in. Let's just pick this one.
ああ素晴らしき世界に今日も乾杯街に飛び交う笑い声も見て見ぬふりしてるだけの作りもさ気が触れそうだクラクラするほどのいい匂いがずっと刺した花の奥目を覚ます本能のまま今日は誰の番だこの世界で何ができるのか僕には何ができるのかただその真っ黒な目から涙こぼれ落ちないようにあれが未来に何度でもずっと食らいつくこの街のいがらせの世界の中君には笑ってほしいからもう誰の気 尽きない強く強くなりたいんだよ僕が僕でいられるように今日も答えのない世界の中で願ってるんだよ不器用だけれどいつまでも君とただ笑っていたいから跳ねる心臓が体揺らし叫ぶんだよ今こそ動き出す